Getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch downfield. LSU has moved into the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Collins. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment before this important play. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense the fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And here comes a deep shot. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll run it to the left. Powers through. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Ready? Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Here we go on 4th down. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. They're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And there's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Touchdown, South Carolina. Still no answer for this offensive machine. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Secondary backed up off the ball now. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A strong game by this quarterback. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Handoff heading left. Powers through a tackle. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. And completion makes it 2nd and short. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here. Running play called on 3rd and short. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking through defenders. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. LSU 14. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Collins. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like...
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. Extra point try coming now. BAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds. The clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they'll set up with a PAT.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Collins. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass this time. And they heave it deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on the football. Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. And the Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Okay, ready? 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll test the right side here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover. It could be the nail in the coffin.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Of course, in the playoffs, it's a survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotion.
The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped in that. We'll set up shop. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it in the middle. It's Loveland. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Sometimes on field goal block, you just want to take the win and let them kick it. The roughing the kicker penalty gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Oh, look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Dances away. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Georgia.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play.
Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles. And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll try the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the offense on second down. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for the...
Hit the afterburners, kid. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Open runway ahead. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Humphreys. And they'll knock him down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Prentice. Touchdown, Dogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that is incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. The aerial assault continues. Oh, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Defense in press coverage. He finds his man. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphries. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Caught in the backfield. It's Humphries. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. On the move, he fires. He makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Defense looks like they're coming. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Fires on the move. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll leave it with him. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Orji. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Gonna let it fly. Man, it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Barnett. Good timing on the quick out. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quick release by the QB. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Orji. Trying to get to him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback going through his progression.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Man, that is how you get it done. It's when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
DB's right up on the receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he could do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Davis looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This should be the last play of the quarter. He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle, it's Coughlin. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Lets it fly. Caught at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. With the catch, it's Humphreys. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got his man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Michigan, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Davis will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to go deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Now sliding to his left. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story.
All kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Klein. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Davis looking to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. trying to get in the end zone again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses will just boom in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.